My name is Shonda Thompson, and this is my practice speech number 1 on how might a college student best manage their finances. Kids today don't really think about money once they get into college because some of them haven't had to. They haven't had to think about money before because mommy and daddy have always been there when it's time to pick up the bill at the restaurant, pay for clothes, and buy groceries. However, this is not the case once you get into college. The first thing that I would like to talk about for the financial management for college students is about tuition. This is something that you need to pay attention to. If you don't pay your tuition, then you can't really go to college. And if you don't go to college, then this defeats the purpose of you watching this video. Some kids think that just because they go to college, that they don't really worry about the money aspect of it. And that's where they're wrong. For Casper College, just for full-time tuition is over $1,000, which doesn't seem that bad, right? I mean, Stanford costs thousands and thousands of dollars, and going to school in Colorado is just even more expensive. What really helps for going to Casper College is that if you were a Wyoming resident in high school, you probably earned the Hathaway scholarship, which is really helpful. And guess what? You have Wyoming residency too, which helps so much. And for the tuition for Casper College, it isn't that bad if you have the money, but most people don't. That's why you need to go to your financial department and ask what you can do. For Casper College, you can set up a payment plan, where you pay a third of your bill every month, which makes things a little easier. However, things can get a little more expensive if you live in the dorms, because living in the dorms, you also have to have a meal plan too. Living in the dorms, having a meal plan, and going to school full time adds up to about $4,000. You can get your money financials in check for tuition. To get your money financials in check for your tuition, you should apply for scholarships, financial aid, and if you need student loans, you should also apply for those too, but you need to apply for them early on. And you can pay them off later. Scholarships and financial aid is just free money, and who doesn't like free money? The second most important thing about financials is going crazy with your money. You're a college student, and this might be your first time going out on your own, so you might go a little crazy with your money because your parents aren't there to tell you what to do. I come from a small town where we have no shopping whatsoever, and if this is like you as it was for me, you go a little crazy with your money. It might be okay to spend a little money here and there, but don't go crazy. If you don't have a job and don't plan on getting one, then that money that you just spent indulging in clothes is gone, and you won't have much money left for the rest of the semester. Don't go crazy with your money. Think about the future. Also, if you're going to go eat with your friends, it can get a little expensive. So maybe split the food with your friends, then split the bill, because it won't be that expensive if you do that. You can also go to the cafeteria, because if you live in the dorms, you have to have a meal plan. Some people like to have a little food in the dorm, and they might want a late night snack or stuff for breakfast. When you go grocery shopping though, things can get expensive. So, those cookies you just bought, do you really need them? Probably not. However, if you have a 10 meal plan per week, you might want to get some food so you don't starve yourself. Only get the things that you need. Don't go crazy with your money though. Perhaps allow yourself a set amount of money to spend on things like shopping, going out to eat, and fun stuff like bowling. Lastly, now that you're in college, you just can't go to mom and dad and ask for some money. It isn't quite that simple. If you are 200 miles away from home, you might just have to get a job. The great thing about Casper College is that we offer jobs on campus. How great is that? If you live in the dorms, then that means you won't have to drive to work and waste gas. Even though you're only allowed to work 15 hours a week, You still get holidays off, weekends off. I worked on campus last year and I loved it. It was very convenient and I got to do stuff in the area that I was interested in. If you are in, say, art major or accounting major or even an earlyhood development interest area, I'm sure that Casper College has a job that's in your area of interest. If an on-campus job isn't you, don't worry. Casper has so much more to offer. You could work at the mall, at your favorite clothing store, or work at a restaurant. But I'm not sure how much study time you would get in working up for one of those places. It's really up to you where you want to work though. I would just recommend getting a job though, because then you'll be earning money and having money, which is always good. In conclusion, you just need to make sure that you have your school paid off, don't overdo doing your own thing, and get a job. If you do these 3 things, I can promise that your financials will be in check.